welcome to my studio. I'm Noemi from Pigeon Art, and today we're going to be doing a behind the scenes studio. I have to apologise for the fan going in the background, which it will be doing for most of the video, but it is just far too muggy, but not hot enough to have the aircon on. Before I get ahead with my video, I'd like to address the chair-shaped elephant in the room. I'm in another chair again. So if you haven't been following my chair saga, here's a little quick preview. I used to sit on this chair and it was highly uncomfortable and just old and obviously really damaged. So I then went and found on the side of the road, I found this chair, which was great, except it was very bulky. I have a fairly small room. It's hard to tell on camera, but it's probably 1.5 meters by 3 meters. I don't know. It's very small, and that chair was really heavy to move, and trying to push it out of the way when I was trying to do full length shots, all that sort of thing didn't work. I mean, it was great, but it was just not quite there. So my dad then gave me this chair, which was perfect. Except the other day I was sitting on it badly. It was my fault, I guess. As in, on the chair itself, I was more on one side than the other while I was editing, and I broke it. By which time I'd already sold this chair, which I'd found on the side of the road and got for $0, and I sold it for $30, so I thought that was great. So I couldn't bring the big chair in here, so I then decided that's okay, I still have that small chair that I was using at first, I'll use that. I did, I used it once, and then the foster dog, Benji, who's currently sleeping right there, is still learning what he's allowed and not allowed to play with, and made quite a mess in here, which I will show you some footage. So I'm back to having no chairs. I went from having 3 chairs and I have 0 chairs. So anyway, I am now on one of my dining room chairs, table chairs. I will try and see what I can do about fixing the chair my dad gave me. But anyway, we're here now. We have a dining room chair, but it's not the most ergonomic thing. I am too high for for my desk. It's not uncomfortable per se, but you know, that's okay for having dinner in, not for sitting at a computer for 4, 5, 6 hours. So if anyone out there is a chair manufacturer and would like to sponsor me, you know, hit me up. Yeah, because anyone wants to sponsor this channel. So I haven't actually told you what we're doing today, and what we're doing today is we're going to deal with the cupboard behind me. So this is kind of my problem shelf. As I've mentioned in past videos, it's really hard to find a way to stash paper in a way that you don't have all sorts of stuff on top of it so that it's accessible. But then if I don't have anything on top of it, I'm wasting all of this space from there to there. So my idea is to make an extra shelf. I'll be putting some plastic containers on both sides, and then a shelf on top, and then the top shelf here will just be like, you know, I don't know how much, I haven't actually measured, but maybe a few centimeters, and then my paper can fit on top of that, and all this other stuff can fit underneath the shelf and inside the containers. So hopefully that will solve this problem area that I have in my storage. It's a piece from an old coffee table from Fantastic Furniture, but we've gotten rid of the coffee table and I just kept that little bit that goes against, like, between the legs, so it's an extra shelf. So first thing I need to do is cut the wood, because it's just a few centimeters too long. So yes, I'm back inside because being outside for that little bit of time was so hot. But luckily I planned ahead and made muffins. So I'm gonna have one of those now. My camera died while I was filming me organising this, but that's how it looks. Those are A2 notepads. Those are just smaller sort of frames and things like that. This is all things that I've been accumulating for Book Nooks, which one day I'll get back into doing. That's a canvas, although that probably could go up there, but anyway, for now it fits there. That is a box I use when I do my markets. It's got everything I might need. That is a sewing ribbons, things that I found while I was tidying up. And this is all random things that I may one day need. So that is that shelf. Shelf above it also changed it a little bit. Those are my cards, all the things for cards that I sell. This is all things that I use, I don't know, it was random stuff I won't use very often. There, that is a display. That also is a display, that wooden tree there. And all these are just random notepads. Those are A3 notepads that didn't fit under here because that wasn't as much room as I expected. And yeah, and that's my filings. So, and I still have those flowers that are just decorating on the inside of my cupboards. So it's starting to look a little bit better. Those are all my winter stuff that I don't wear in summer. And yeah, up there still looks like something I don't want to deal with right now. I'm going to take this opportunity to tidy my studio up. Okay, so the lighting isn't great in this direction because I always film from that direction. But everything that is on my desk right now are things I need to look at, do next. I'm going to be editing for the rest of the day. Got quite a few videos I've actually already filmed, just haven't edited. So yeah, for example, I'm going to have to take a photo of this. These things. Video that may or may not have already come out, I'm not sure yet, but yeah. And also you may be able to see this, I'll show some close-ups of it. That was a 3D puzzle that Luke got me, so it looks so good there. I'm really happy with it. So while I'm doing it behind the scenes, I just thought I'd mention that the other day I actually took photos of my artworks and uploaded them to Redbubble. They still haven't shown up in my shop. Redbubble's telling me that they still need to do some checks to make sure I'm not a scammer, to keep their community safe. So hopefully by the time this comes out, My shop will actually have some artwork in it, and if you are interested, I will put a link to my shop in the description. Just in case anybody was wondering if Mr. Benji enjoys playing with his toy that I made for him a couple weeks ago. The answer is yes, although he does like destroying other things more. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to give it a like, it really helps me out. I upload most Sundays with art, DIY and sewing videos, and I hope to see you then. Bye!